On the edge of the world, where the land met the sea Tolney, there was a small village called Crestholm.
The ocean gave the village everything: fish to eat, winds to sail, and stories.
And in Crestholm lived a boy named Noah. Every single morning poured before anyone else was awake.
Noah would climb the cliff and talk to the ocean.
Good morning, ocean. Big waves today. Are you in a good mood or a bad one? Okay, Hab, bad mood. I understand. I wish the lighthouse still worked. Last month, 3 boats got lost in the dark. Old Tom's it can never be fixed. But I think things can always be fixed. Don't you?
The ocean never answered in words. But somehow it always answered.
Noah lived with his grandmother, Grandma Ellie. They didn't have much, but their small home was full of something money cannot buy. Talking to the ocean again, were you? One day it might actually talk back.
At school, not everyone was kind to Noah. Especially Victor Kane, the richest boy in Crestholm. Hey, Noah Cat, did you patch your jacket with a fishing net again? Maybe the fish feel sorry for you. Noah never let their words sink deeper than the surface. He had the ocean. And that was enough. Every day after school, Noah would visit old Tom Ham, the keeper of the broken lighthouse.
Tom Crow, have you thought any more about fixing the light? I could help. I've been reading about lighthouse mechanisms.
It's no use, boy.
That lighthouse hasn't worked in 4 years. The mechanism is broken. The glass is cracked. It would take money this village doesn't have and skills nobody here has. Leave it, boy. Some things are broken beyond fixing, Noah. The sooner you understand that, T, the better off you'll be. Noah looked at the broken lighthouse, then at the gathering storm on the horizon. Something deep inside him said, tonight would matter.
Noah, come away from the window. The storm is getting worse.
Grandma Blow, what if a ship is out there tonight? With the lighthouse dark and this storm coming?
Then God help them. Ha! Noah sang, when your grandfather was young, there was a terrible storm. The lighthouse was working then. He said the light saved 17 men that night, who came home to their families because one light was burning.
One light.
One light is enough, Noah, if someone has the courage to hold it.
The storm arrived with full fury at midnight. Noah could not sleep. Grandma's words played again and again in his mind.
And then thawed. Noah saw it.
A ship heading straight for the rocks of Crestholm. In the dark. In the storm. With nothing to warn it.
He looked at the lantern. He looked at the lighthouse. He looked at the ship. And he chose. He ran into the storm, a 10-year-old boy. No power, no money, no special skill. Just a small lantern and a choice. The climb was brutal. Wind screamed. Rain blinded him. He slipped on, nearly dropped the lantern. The lighthouse door was locked. But Noah didn't stop. He found another way.
See me! Please go! See me!
On the ship, the captain fought the storm with everything he had. But the rocks were getting closer, and the darkness was complete.
Captain! Light on the cliff! There, voila! Do you see it? There's a light! Hard to port. Now! All hands, HR to port! The ship turned, agonizingly slowly. The rocks scraped the hull, and then hung. It was clear. By meters. 23 men alive. Who is holding that light?
Noah held the lantern until his arms could barely lift.
Until his hands had no feeling. Until the storm had taken everything except his will to hold on.
When dawn came low, the storm was gone, and Noah was still there.
The ship, Grandma! Did it make it? It made it, my love. It made it.
Noah looked at the ship, safe in the harbor, and for the first time in a long time, Dill, he cried, but not from sadness.
That morning, Fundo. There was a knock at Noah's door. I was told a boy held a light on the cliff last night. You saved 23 lives, son. 23 men going home to their families. Because of you.
Huh?
I just held a lantern.
No. You chose to go out in that storm when you didn't have to. When no one asked you to. That is not just holding a lantern. That is courage. For the first time in his life, Noah felt truly seen. Not for his jacket, not for what he had, but for who he was.
That lighthouse, Par. It's been dark 4 years, you say. I'm a marine engineer, Noah. I've repaired lighthouses from here to the other side of the world. I'll be in this harbor 2 weeks repairing my ship. I think, if you're willing to help, Bide, we might be able to fix your lighthouse.
You, Al? You can really fix it? You'd really do that?
As they walked toward the lighthouse, Garum, the captain paused at the edge of the cliff. Something about this place pulled at a memory he had carried for 40 years. You know, Gao, I was saved on this exact cliff once before. I was 7 years old, fell into the water during a storm. Noah turned to look at his grandmother. She had gone completely still, her hand over her mouth, her eyes full of tears.
That boy was Noah's grandfather.
Some circles, dame, take a lifetime to complete.
The captain bowed his head to the grandmother of the boy who had saved his life, and she took his hands. No words were needed.
Noah stood very still, understanding, slowly, that kindness does not end when it is given. For 2 weeks, Noah and the captain worked on the lighthouse, and one day, old Tom came to watch, and then quietly picked up a tool and joined them. Even Victor stopped one day to watch. He stood there for a long time and said nothing, but his expression said everything. On the 14th day calm, the lighthouse of Crestholm was ready. 4 years of darkness about to end.
Ready?
Ready! Asinitad!
Below, old Tom looked up at the light, and for the first time in 4 years, he smiled. Grandma Ellie watched the light sweep across the sea, and she thought of a boy who had saved a young captain 40 years ago, and smiled. The next morning, Noah went back to his cliff. Same boy, same ocean, same village.
Good morning, Ocean. You're in a much better mood today.
You don't need to be powerful to change the world. You don't need to be rich. You don't need to be the biggest or the strongest. One light is enough. If someone has the courage to hold it.
If this story touched your heart, give it a like and share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Subscribe for a brand new story every single week. We'll see you next time.